So great you could join us. I am with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a food and wine sommelier of the year. The group includes where we are. Shelter, this is the beer bar inside the Roost. Of course, you have Church Key and Birch and Barley downstairs. Church Key, where this all started 9 years ago this week, 2011.
Wow.
It's been my privilege to spend so much, a couple hours every few weeks for the past 9 years with you, and I think Beer of the Week is still just as fun as it was when we started, at least for me.
Yeah, and for me too. 400 episodes in. Something like that. We should get a count on that one day.
I know, that's a lot of work. But for our 9th anniversary, by chance, what is on tap this week?
On tap for this, there's no better beer to feature for our 9th anniversary. This is a very special beer that means a lot to everybody in the DC beer community. It's called Living the Dream. It's from DC Brau. It's an American pale ale that was brewed to celebrate the life of our friend Ben Tolkien, who sadly passed away just a little bit ago. So this is the beer. Let's taste it, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Oh, smells
5.2%.
Delightful.
Classic American pale ale. So, I mean, if you love, the West Coast classics, this is tasting extremely fresh. Cascade hops. They used just a little bit of Munich malt to give it some color and toasty flavor, but otherwise straight ahead, delicious beer. And Ben loved classic pale ales, so when it came time to decide what we were going to brew in his honor, this was the first idea, and it made perfect sense. So this could not be fresher. It was canned last week, and it's just tasting unbelievable.
Well, I never met the gentleman, but I think this is a fitting tribute. It is delicious.
Unbelievable. It's very, very
really
good.
Is.
Yeah, it's really good. And also just a great style to have out in the marketplace to cut through some of the haze and other things that you see everywhere. So Ben worked at Pizzeria Paradiso for a long time. He actually stopped over at Church Key for a short spell, and then was at Brooklyn Brewery as a sales rep, and then most recently at DC Brau. So DC Brau kind of, led the charge here with 6 other local brewers, including Blue Jacket, which is great. We were involved, 3 Stars and Atlas and nice. Hellbender, right proper. Oxbow up from Maine, because Greg Jasger, close friend of all of ours, is with Oxbow now and worked with Ben at Paradiso, was a very close friend of his. And then we worked with a bunch of other just really close friends in the beer industry, including Naheem Simon, who's a very good buddy of mine and was super close to Ben. He designed this label, which is kind of a never-ending story take with Ben riding his dog Millie. So really, really touching tribute. And all of the proceeds from this beer go to the Sarcoma Foundation. Ben unfortunately passed away from Ewing sarcoma after a 5.5-year battle. So every time you buy one of these, it's going to go towards research that should hopefully deal with this disease.
That's great. I mean, sarcoma is a tough one. I lost a friend to that as well, and I know many, many people have. But again, I already said it once, what a fitting tribute. This is just delicious.
Yeah, amazing beer.
Yeah, right on. What would you pair it with? What might Ben pair it with?
Well, he's got a slice of pepperoni pizza.
Okay, well, there we go.
So you start with that.
Man after my own heart. Anyway.
Yeah. And, this is your classic toasty, kind of nutty sweetness, balanced with piney herbs, a little bit of citrus, grapefruit, orange peel character. Amazing with, as you said, pizza, but like Tex-Mex and nachos, burgers, fried foods across the board. I love it with grilled steaks. Roasted root vegetables, really great. Lobster mac and cheese. This will dig into the richness, but not overwhelm the seafood. It's a classic beer, classic pairing possibilities.
Fabulous. I hope they make it every year, but I'm going to get as much as I can. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly during the holiday season and all year long. And be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.